Hi, this is roksdalocs with my reply to Amaretta Sour for her tag, what grosses you out, 5 things that gross you out. Okay, I have 5, but I have a lot more, so I'll do 5. Okay, I'll start with food first. It really grosses me out when people have stuff in the corner of their mouths when they're talking to you, and they have that something in the corner of their mouths, and you want to tell them because you really don't want to look at it, but then you want to look at somebody when they're talking to you. So that really grosses me out. And then, speaking of things in the corners of people's mouths, one thing I hate is when somebody's eating something and they have like a sandwich or something and they have mayo. Yeah, I don't like to see mayo on my food. I like how it tastes, but I don't like to see it. So I don't want it hanging out of the corner of my sandwich, and I don't want it, I don't want to see it around somebody's mouth while they're eating. Yuck. That's 2. Another thing with food is dirty restaurants. This is something that always has happened to me. My husband and I joke about it all the time. Every time I go into a restaurant, I get sat down at a table where there's like something crusty on the seat. I notice everything. So if there's crust on my seat, or if there's stuff under the table, I ask to be moved. But then, if I don't ask to be moved, sometime during my dinner, guaranteed, somebody's going to come out with a broom or a sweeper, depending on how fancy the restaurant is. They might have one of those, push sweeper things. They come and they sweep the floor or clean it up while I'm there. I don't want to see that while I'm eating. That grosses me out because, it should be clean before I sit down. So clean it before I get there, and then I won't be the one sitting there. But every single time I go out, including today, somebody comes out and decides to clean up the floor while I'm there. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's 3. So that was kind of like anything dirty in a restaurant, a crusty seat anywhere. But anyway, anything dirty in a restaurant, and especially when they start sweeping. I don't want all the dust flying up in my food. I don't know. Then I really get grossed out when I'm walking through a supermarket and somebody's sneezing and coughing like crazy and they're not covering their mouths. Whether it's a supermarket or clothing store, whatever you pick up, please wash it, because people do that all the time. I don't know what they have, and it may be, not something serious, but anyway, it's your spit. Catch it yourself. And number 5 would be fingernails. Fingernails should be clean. It really grosses me out. That's one thing I said I would never marry somebody I don't know, who had gross fingernails. They should be clean, and they should not be all chewed up and like jacked up. If like part of your fingernail comes off, just even it out. Don't let it be all raggedy. I don't know how can people... So those are 5 things that gross me out. Jacked up fingernails, sneezing and coughing on stuff that other people may want to purchase, mayo, stuff in the corners of your mouth, and dirty restaurants. Thanks for watching.